What's going on, everybody? It is Super Bowl Sunday. I'm here with Connor. We apologize for technical difficulties being a little bit late. Connor, what's going on? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. How you feeling?
Great day for football. Bad time to be a Brooklyn Nets fan, as we all know. But not to deliberate on the point of this episode here. Doing well. Got some nice bets in the slip, ready to rip for tonight's game. But Tyler, how are you feeling about this one?
Dude,
Deviated a little bit from the Georgia jersey in every episode, but your team is in tonight, so I think it's a good cause for change.
Listen, I did my part for the boys down in Athens, but now Philly's in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. They're already greasing the polls. It's going to be a big one. I am very excited. I cannot wait. I'm a little nervous. I cannot lie, but I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be good. I think these are the teams that were meant to be in the Super Bowl. If we're being honest, when we talked about the last four teams in the playoff, we'd both agree these are we agree that those are the best four teams in the NFL. Like there was nobody that kind of snuck in.
Agreed. Yeah, I think both these teams were well deserving MVP and MVP runner-up on the season.
Mm-hmm.
Some statistics behind it, behind that kind of storyline we've never had, or whoever won the Super Bowl and played in it had in a matchup against the runner-up has always lost in whatever the sample size was. So those signs in this scenario point towards Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, but also this is Patrick Mahomes. His brother and wife aren't going to be going that crazy, or at least publicly. So he has that going for him, I think. And Chiefs are electric, so we'll see. It hopefully will be an exciting game. And also, if it is a blowout, trends in the stock market say S&P returns will be in the double digits in positive or more.
Oh, is that true?
Out of the last, I think it was 6 Super Bowls that were huge blowouts. So I want to say it was around 25-point margin, 20 or 25, something like that.
Yeah.
5 out of those, in the months following that game, the S&P was up. I forget what the average was. The minimum was plus 14%. But on the larger side, in some years, it was up in the high 20s, 30%.
So what we're saying is everyone get those buy orders ready for Monday morning, just in case there's a blowout victory.
Yeah, get them ready.
So you can make money gambling, you can make money on the stock market, but it's pretty much the same thing. But yeah, what do we got here? We got the Eagles. The lines, you said Eagles -1.5, and the over under is 50.5. I mean, I think this you got to have a slim margin here in the Super Bowl, or people aren't going to want to bet it. At least on the spread. Obviously, I would love the Eagles. I want the Eagles to win. I've never bet on the teams that I want to win. So I'm not going to pick a side here. There's no juice for me to hit the reverse jinx because it's the money line on Kansas State is just -102. So I'd still be laying juice. How are you feeling about a side or a total here?
A little bit torn, heart versus head, as far as what I'm feeling on the side here. I don't want the Eagles to win with every ounce of me. I think
you don't believe in NFC East supremacy. You don't want that.
No. Never root for the rivals, but
I know.
I don't know. The head tells me the Eagles are the hotter team, and then so I don't know. I'd lean probably on the over.
Mm-hmm. I would love an over game tonight. I would love a high scoring game tonight. I'll probably take the over here as well, just because you're rooting for a high scoring game.
Yeah, need that.
But I mean, so we got the spread, we got the total. But let's be real. The main thing that people focus on when it comes to the Super Bowl is not the spread. It's not the over/under on the total points. It's all of the prop bets that you can bet on the Super Bowl. I feel like every year there's more and more aspects of the Super Bowl you can bet on. The coin toss, the you know, the over/under on the national anthem, all sorts of things you can bet on. Are you betting any crazy props this year, Connor?
No, I personally don't like all the silly props. I find like as entertaining as some people may find like the coin toss, the national anthem, all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of it. I'll save it for like the actual football being played. I just know like I had a buddy last year who like did all these bets and like basically his bankroll was clipped by the time we got to like 5 minutes into the game. So I think that would just point towards responsible versus irresponsible gambling. But I don't know. I just don't find any entertainment value in the coin toss and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite literally 50-50. It's minus 110 to minus 110. Super exciting. But the over-under on the national anthem is 1 minute and 59 seconds. So we'll see how that turns out.
Who's singing that?
It's a guy, I think. I was looking at it. It was it's been a lot of people in the past, you know. I know you remember last year when there was people outside the stadium timing the singer. It's Chris Stapleton, country singer.
Nice.
So he is I will say this, knowing his music, have you ever listened to the song Tennessee Whiskey?
I mean, I probably have. I'm not a big country guy, to be completely
Me
honest.
neither, but at least I've heard that song. He likes to really hold it out. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's in like kind of how country singers do it anyway.
Yeah, he's very soulful, kind of like, you know, he's got a really great voice, so it's like these, you know, all these notes and it goes up and down and it's like really nice. So I would honestly, if I'm anybody on the national anthem, if we're being 100% honest here, like just because it's Chris Stapleton, I think they have it in a good spot though, being at 2 minutes long, and he's, you know, a singer who can hold out all these super long and crazy notes. So who knows? I might take the over.
I think that's a solid play.
And then obviously everybody likes to guess the Gatorade. The Gatorade shower is always another popular one. But I think we're gonna take the player props this time around, or, you know, totals and whatnot. I know people like to bet quarters here. Connor, somebody released a script for the Super Bowl. They're saying Eagles 37, Chiefs 34. What do you have to say?
Something like that gets released every year. I know it was released last year. I bet like the exact score was either flipped or like a point off here and there. So I mean, so many like with the technology we have at our disposal, it's not difficult to create like a screenshot laying that out. Like I could probably
taking a picture of his computer though. That's what made it kind of interesting.
Yeah, but like I could spin that up real quick in about like 2 minutes.
That's a good point.
If we really wanted to, like it also could be employed by those big brains over in Vegas to get a lot of people on these like wild bets, like just
the exact outcome
money of the what was it like 16 billion that's projected to be bet on the Super Bowl today.
16 billion. This is, I think, like this is the game where Vegas literally like sets, you know, all these casinos and books make their money for the whole year off this one game.
It's also coincidentally like if you're the people betting on like those illegal offshore website books, that this is that time of year that a lot of those get shut down apparently.
Oh, really?
For one reason or another. But yeah, I mean the score projection, like if you can nail that, kudos to you. But yeah, I mean I hope it's high scoring like that. I personally do like the over in this one, but we shall see.
Yeah. So Connor and I were talking, you know, we don't ever, we usually give out a bunch of single bets here, when we talk about props, but it's a short video today. Obviously we want to, more people are focused on the game tonight, but we're gonna, we crafted up a little. We're calling it the Pickin' Six parlay. It's a 6-leg same game parlay for tonight's game, and I'm gonna show you guys here right now. Let's see here. So, as my professors would say, can you see my screen, everybody?
We can.
Awesome. So, what we have here, I have my FanDuel pulled up. So, Connor and I were before the show. We talked about it. We crafted up a little same game parlay that's 6 legs. We're not telling you how much to bet on it. You don't have to bet it at all. But here's what we got, and we think we really like it. We like Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown scorer. I think that given the circumstances of the game, it'd be crazy if he doesn't find the back of the end zone.
Let me put pause on it real quick. I'm sure we all have seen kind of the stuff going on at social media where he was like, whatever you do not put a Chiefs jersey on the Rocky statue. And if you do, don't make it number 87.
And somebody did.
I'm guessing it was like one of those Philly scumbags out
it probably
there.
Well, they called it on their podcast. They said, honestly, they like Travis said, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just somebody from Philly just putting these jerseys on the Rocky statue of the other team just to get the boys going.
Oh yeah, 100%. But regardless of that, I think a lot of things line up, and then he's just a big time player. This is a big time game. He should get that done.
Yeah. So him to get 60 receiving yards. I forget. Like we listen. All yards totals is like the best thing that was ever invented, because you can get yourself some. I shouldn't say more sure, but some better odds. So we're like AJ Brown as well as Travis Kelce to both get over 60 yards receiving. Well, we're taking Jalen Hurts because he likes to run. Homie likes to run. Squats 600 pounds, loves to run. We'll take him on the over 49.5 rushing yards. Isaiah Pacheco has been a beast. Legit, power back, gets to the outside a lot, rips off these crazy runs. New Jersey boy, Rutgers product. We like him over 40 rushing yards. And, on the 10 yards and in, it's either Jalen Hurts taking it or he's handed it off to Miles Sanders. So we like a Miles Sanders touchdown as well. Those odds come out to plus 21.62. If you are a $10 bettor, that gets you $216. If you're a bigger unit guy, say you bet 25, that gets you to about $540 on your night. So, like I said, we're not dealing out the most, the craziest things in the world, but we like it. I mean, I think the Pickin' Six parlay has a chance. We thought about it long and hard, and I hope that you guys tail it. If you do, let us know, and if it hits, we all celebrate tonight.
Regardless of who wins, worth the sprinkle. Hopefully, it's, if anything, the game's a draw and the parlay hits. That's all.
I think also a decent bet could be, and I'm going to look at it as we're talking. It may be too much, but will there be overtime? It's plus 1040. Could we see some overtime action tonight, or do you think it's a very definitive outright win?
I think it's worth a sprinkle. Like the powers that be may want to see like a little bit of extra football before we dive into the XFL in a couple weeks or next weekend, whenever. But yeah, I think overtime's worth the sprinkle. Like, did we have overtime in the last couple Super Bowls? Like, it could be due.
Yeah.
Like the one, I think it should play out to be a very close game. I don't think the stock market trends will be trending in that direction. Not investing advice or anything.
We do not give out. We are not financial advisors. Let's make that very clear to everybody if nobody hasn't figured that out yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this will be a close one, so I think overtime could be on the table here.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I think that any bet is worth a sprinkle. Any bet that you like is worth a sprinkle when it comes to Super Bowl. because football season is, I mean, I would say the season that people will bet on the most casual of fans. So at the end of the day, it's all in good fun. But we appreciate everybody for stopping by. We appreciate everybody for the support this season. I just want to remind everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at _Pickin Winners. We appreciate each and every one of you for riding with us for the second season of Pickin 6. We will obviously be back next year. You know, lacrosse season is underway. My blogs will be out. The NCAA basketball season is heating up. The NBA is clearly heating up with all of these trades. So, you know, Connor's going to be all over that. Connor, you got anything for the people before we get out of here?
First quarter over 9.5. That's all I got.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Also, shout out the Pick and Fights boys.
Shout out to true. Shout out to Pick and Fights boys.
Keith's Aussie parlay gave a little extra to the bankroll for today's affair we have with the Super Bowl, and our boy Volt got absolutely robbed.
I know, dude. That was terrible. I think we as a collective were all on that riding with Keith. It is what it is. But Connor, I appreciate you being here this season. I hope everybody has a healthy and safe night of gambling. Go Birds. We out.